This is Ben Davison. Subscribe to Stephen Icon.
Right, there's a video uploaded by IFL TV, and I'll put it in the description box for you all to go have a watch if you haven't watched it already. And it's part of Tyson Fury's UK tour. I'm not too sure whereabouts it was, but it was filmed last night and interviewed by Michelle Joy Phelps from Behind the Gloves. And Tyson Fury is talking about Deontay Wilder and among other things, of course, as well. It's not the entire stage interview, if you like. It's about 10 or 11 minutes worth of it. But within this section, he's talking about Wilder, how he got dropped, all that kind of thing. Now, he said that one of the reasons why the rematch is not happening is because he's tired of being the opponent. What he means by that is that he's always has to be the one to go to somebody else's backyard. It's always someone versus Tyson Fury, Vladimir Klitschko versus Tyson Fury, Derek Chisora versus Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. That's what he's saying. And regardless of the fact that he was offered 50-50, allegedly, by PBC Showtime. Now, he said that, first of all, he's refusing to fight on Showtime, okay, because he feels aggrieved by the judges' decisions, okay, and rightfully so. Now, whether it's Showtime or PBC, whichever it be, these guys are hand in hand. Now, I don't know if the judges were paid or the judges were just incompetent. No idea. Personally, I think that the Mexican judge needs reviewing, and the British judge, I think that he decided to give it a draw purely because he didn't want to be seen as biased. I think that's what happened. Now, ultimately, that doesn't matter what was. But this time, he says that he's refusing to go on Showtime, which is why he turned down the 50-50. And within that period, of course, he got the 80 million 5-fight offer, allegedly 80 million, of course, to join Top Rank and ESPN. So all his fights are shown in America. So he's saying now that everybody should come to me. I'm going to be the A-side from now on in, which is fair enough in some ways. But he says that one of the things that made the fight not happen is the fact that Tyson Fury wanted the fight in the UK. He wanted it in England. In other words, he was looking at Old Trafford, Manchester. That's where he's from. And Deontay Wilder was refusing point blank to travel. He didn't want to travel, which is what I've been saying to you guys for a long time. Wilder does not want to travel. He's been talking for a long time how he's a world champion, and if they ever had a boxing ring on Mars, he'll go there and fight, you know? It's all that kind of thing, but it's all talk. It's all hot air. And I said this to you guys before, which is why he didn't want the Anthony Joshua fight, why he pretended that he wanted it, but he had no intention of coming to the UK. Much like a rematch with Tyson Fury, he had no intention of returning the favour, because they built up the first fight as WBC versus Lineal. That's how they were doing it, number one versus number two. The reality is, neither one of them are number one at the minute. Joshua is number one, or arguably, they all need to fight each other to find out, okay? But they were building it as Lineal is something really important. It's an equal title in comparison to the WBC. So in that sense, then one champion travelled to the other champion's backyard, yes? So shouldn't the other champion now return the favour? That's how it should be. So Tyson Fury was saying that he was refusing to be on a negative, because it does seem that whenever Wilder fights, he gets like a two-round head start. Happened with Luis Ortiz. Ultimately, he stopped Luis Ortiz, okay? But within that fight, you could see that the referee and the medical team helped him out. They didn't help out Luis Ortiz when he got hurt, but yet they helped out Wilder. Up until the stoppage, it was very, very clear that Luis Ortiz was winning that fight. Very, very clear. But the judges had it as Wilder was winning the fight up until the round number 10. As I said, ultimately it didn't matter. He stopped Luis Ortiz. Same thing happened with Arthur Spilker. The judges had Wilder winning the fight. Hell no was he winning that fight. He was well behind in that fight. And again with Tyson Fury. So whatever's going on, it seems to be favourable to Wilder. Wilder is fully aware of this. He must be, which is why he's refusing to travel. This fight could have been made had Wilder had said, yes, I will travel. But they were unwilling to do so. And as I said to you guys before, and you guys have agreed with me, or a lot of you guys agreed with me, that because Tyson Fury travelled once before, Wilder should return the favour. Even Americans are saying it. He should return the favour. but he's unwilling to do it. He's not a world champion. He's a local champion. He's an area champion. Okay, he's not a world champion. Joshua is now traveling. Okay, so Joshua's doing everything that Wilder hasn't done. Yeah, people can say, but Wilder has traveled before. He fought in Mexico. Well, he hasn't crossed water, has he? Mexico and America are on the same damn rock, are they not? It's like Joshua, he fights in Wales. Wales is not England. Okay, at Cardiff, it's not England. But he has fought in England once before Wilder, but this was before he was champion against Ortiz Harrison. David Price blasted through Ortiz Harrison. Wilder knew exactly what was going to happen with that one. But as champion, he hasn't. He's had more defences than Joshua, never unified, never travelled, didn't do anything like that. But at the same time, what I can counteract with Tyson Fury is that he's saying that he's unwilling to be an opponent, all that kind of thing. So it's very, very simple, isn't it? You take it to purse bid. So I would have had no issue had it went to purse bid and Tyson Fury lost the purse bid, which meant Showtime PBC owned the event. Then he pulled out. I can understand that bit because he's refusing to fight on Showtime. He's already done it once. He's already travelled once. So therefore, at that point, you can pull out. But to not even take it to purse bid and talking about how ESPN are the biggest platform and ESPN have all the money in the world and along with BT Sport and this, that and the other, could have took it to purse bid. So for those who don't understand what purse bid is, multiple promoters can bid for this fight. Whoever puts up the most money owns the event. They can put on the fight wherever they want. Officially, Tyson Fury only gets 40% of that one because it went to purse bid. Okay, but behind closed doors, if Tyson Fury's team had won the purse bid, then they could have given Tyson Fury a bit more money. So to not even take it to purse bid is ridiculous. Had they took it to purse bid and won, then Tyson Fury could have put that fight on anywhere. Anywhere. He could have took it to Nigeria. He could have took it to Kenya. He could have took it to Tasmania. And he could have took it to Old Trafford, Manchester. And Wilder would have had no choice. Remember, it was only Wilder that couldn't pull out of this rematch. Whether Wilder wanted the fight, whether he didn't. Of course, he says that he did. You have to say that he did. He's never going to come out and say, no, I don't want the fight. But he was forced into this situation. So he couldn't pull out. Tyson Fury could. Now, them talking about a rematch later down the line is ridiculous. Because the WBC haven't ordered the fight for later down the line. They've ordered it for now. Tyson Fury is now going to have to get himself into a managed position and then get 30%. So he's not only lost 40% and potentially going to get 30% if he becomes a mandatory. But to become a mandatory in the WBC, first of all, Wilder's been champion for 4 years, only fought one mandatory. That tells its story in itself. So for me, he's thrown it all away. Now, I would have had no option or no issues. You guys would have had no issues had he pulled out the fight. Had he lost the purse bid, that's the first one. And we'd have had no issues if the fight never took place. But in the sense of through free negotiations or free talks, after the fight, both guys or one of the guys said, you know what, I ain't going to fight this one again. I'm going to go have another fight. People wouldn't have had any kind of issue with that. But the fact that the WBC ordered it and the fact that both fighters said they want that fight next and now suddenly it's not happening, that's where the issue comes into. And Tyson must understand the fans' frustration and look at it and go, well, why didn't you take it to purse bid? If you really wanted it in the UK at Manchester, as he says that he did, then take it to purse bid. If you lose the purse bid, fine, pull out. People would understand that bit because you don't want to fight on Showtime. At the same time, Wilder has turned down a deal, saying, but I want Tyson Fury next, so therefore I'm not going to sign with ESPN because I don't want to have to take a fight in between. But because the fight's not happening, he's going to take a fight in between anyway. He's going to fight somebody next anyway for probably far less money. There's something going on with that management team that are just not advising him correctly, or I'm totally done with this situation. I don't understand. So you didn't sign to fight on ESPN. Again, why are these people being so loyal to the PBC and Showtime? Loyalty is great. Loyalty is a rare thing in boxing, okay? But ultimately, these people have never invested in Wilder. That's why you look at his record and you go, that is trash. 41 fights, trash. And the two biggest names on his record, Luis Ortiz and Tyson Fury, you can pick apart those. Both of them were cherry picks. Both of them. Luis Ortiz, he was failing the medical 1 hour before the ring walk. They weren't going to let him out. Dominic Brazil and Charles Martin were on standby to enter the ring last minute because of his high blood pressure medication. Rumours that he's really old. Tyson Fury, 3 years sat on the couch, doing God knows what to his body. We have to cover all that again. Come back for a cab driver and an ice cream van driver, and then got straight in there with Wilder. Everybody knew it was a cherry pick, but it went wrong. Both of them went wrong. Wilder got exposed on both of those fights, and it's only a matter of time now before he gets chinned. He will get chinned very, very soon. The writing's on the wall. We've been seeing it now for the past couple of years. The writing is on the wall. Each fight now, he's getting worse and worse and worse. Why? Because his opponent's levels are going up and up. He has no choice. He's backed in. But now he's got an opportunity to go fight another cherry pick. Whatever it may be. But anyway, so that is Tyson Fury's reasoning for pulling out. As I said, should have took it to purse bid if he's really that concerned about fighting in America or fighting on Showtime. He could have won that, and the fight could have been on ESPN, and he could have put it on anywhere in the world that he chose. So, yeah, ultimately, they're both as bad as each other as far as I'm concerned right now. So anyway, drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, and of course subscribe. Catch you all on the next video.